Well, today was the big day for Angel Reese. She released her first episode of Unapologetically Angel on her new podcast, and she has set the record straight. And she unleashed on her haters like I never seen before. And also, she addressed the Caitlyn Clark situation. But before we get off in today's podcast, tell a friend to tell a friend. Well, today was the big day. Angel Reese has now launched her podcast. Her first episode was released today. And boy, she sat down and she spilled the tea with her co-host, Maya Reese, her cousin. And she got off into saying some things that I'm glad she got a platform like that, because she addressed some allegations out there that go way beyond basketball. And I'm glad she's able to sit down and speak her piece and let people know what's really going on, man. And a lot of people got this notion that Angel Reese is so worried about, being business savvy instead of going in the gym, working on her game and perfecting her craft on the court. And she addressed the haters and she unleashed her platform, Unapologetically Angel. She said some things that you guys want to stick around for, man. And I'm glad that she voiced, her displeasures on certain things, man. And she's telling the real. Now, this is coming from the horse's mouth, man. And I'm glad she sat down, and I'm glad she got a podcast. Now, outside of basketball, Angel Reese is making business moves. She is setting herself up for financial, gain and financial wealth. Like I said, she has that soccer team down in the DMV, part owner. She got the Reebok deal with Shaquille O'Neal and Allen Iverson. She recently launched her clothing line for Reebok, her new sneaker. Also, she struck the deal with Reese's Pieces. That's the deal that everybody was waiting for, because, she went on Twitter, X, and she was asking, what should she call her fans? And she calls her fans the Reese's Pieces. And Reese's Pieces picked up on that, and they locked in an endorsement deal with Angel Reese. And she's a marketing genius. Like I said, she's probably the most marketable, young lady in the WNBA right now. And, she got the Barbie stint. It came from LSU. She was the Bayou Barbie. Now she's in Chi-Town. Now she's the Chi-Town Barbie. But one thing you can't take away from Angel Reese, man, she knows how to get that bag, and she's been getting into her bag. And also, a lot of people saying that her doing that, trying to get into her bag, is affecting her game on the basketball court. And she has addressed the haters on that situation as well. So let it be known, man. Angel, let it be known that for all the haters and all the people and all the naysayers saying that she don't work on her game, she got something else to say to you guys. And I told you guys, just because you don't see it don't mean it's not going on. Just because you don't see it don't mean it's not going on. She addressed that. So what I would like to do, I would like to play a little clip from what Angel Reese said on her Unapologetically podcast, addressing these haters and unleashing on all the haters and all the naysayers. So guys, take a listen to what Angel Reese had to say.
What would you say to the people who criticize the fact that you are such a businesswoman? You have a podcast, you have sponsorships, you do a lot of things, and people sometimes think that takes away from your on-court abilities.
Yeah, I think if I don't score a certain amount of points or do certain things, or I'm compared to somebody else, then that's when things start to trickle into what my business is. So when I'm doing great on the court, if I'm doing amazing, doubles, just continue doing what I'm doing, everything is fine. But when I'm not, if I don't have a double or I may have a bad game, which is normal, that's when I'll tap into, oh, she's focused on this, she's not doing this. My thing is, I've never, ever posted basketball highlights on my page, on my story. When I'm in the gym, I've never done that. And I may have done it before when I worked out with Chris Brickley Maybe some stuff when I was getting ready for the draft. That was all draft stuff. And that was obviously for business reasons. But you'll never catch me posting like, oh, I'm in the gym today, y'all, at 9 o'clock and I'm here till 3 a.m. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Because my social media is for me to be me. Post cute pictures, post selfies, post what I'm doing, post my dog, post my family, post what things that I love and have fun. Like, outside of the lines, like I'm having a good time. When I get between those lines, it's strictly business, and I want people to realize that and understand that. Like, I'm not posting my basketball life, and I never will post my basketball life on my social media and post that. Like, that's just...
Now, you heard what Angel Reese had to say. You know, she blasted on them haters, man. This notion that she's not in the gym working, she's in the gym working. And you can go listen to that podcast in its entirety on Unapologetically Angel, and she stated, when she continued, she said she has a basketball gym in her complex that she goes down and work out on, but she don't have to post it to let you know that she's in the gym. So you guys, y'all take that for what y'all want to take it for. But Angel Reese, man, I'm glad she silenced these haters, man. I'm glad she came out and spoke and let people know that she's, working behind closed doors. She's working behind closed doors. So this notion of Angel Reese not trying to, perfect her craft on the basketball court and only wants to be business savvy and, get to the bag and not worried about basketball, is not focused on basketball. Let's kill that notion. She just put that to bed. I'm glad she came out and blasted all you haters that are talking about she don't work on her game. She just let it be known that she's working. She don't have to post it on her social media. She said her social media is for her to post her pictures, her family, and all the other things that she's doing. She don't have to post basketball highlights, but just know that she's working. Also, she addressed the Caitlyn Clark rumors and things like that. So I want you guys to take a listen to what she said on that. And some of the things she said is kind of disturbing. So let's take a listen.
Often mention Caitlyn Clark. You've said in interviews, there's no beef, but the media keeps going on. So how do you feel about that situation?
Caitlyn is an amazing player, and I've always thought she was an amazing player. We've been playing each other since high school. So I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any of that. But when it comes to death threats, like, I'm talking about people have come down to my address, following me home. Like, it's come down to that.
That's disturbing.
Multiple occasions, people have made AI pictures of me, like, naked. Literally.
Really?
They have sent it to my family members. My family members are like, uncles are sending it to me like, are you naked on Instagram? It sucks to see that, and it's really hard that I have to go through that, and now seeing other players even having to go through that.
Now, you heard what Angel Reese said. Some of that stuff was disturbing, man, where you got Caitlyn Clark fans making AI pictures of her naked, sending it to her family members, people following her home, giving her death threats, showing up at her address. Man, that is crazy, man. All over a game of basketball because of the fact that you don't like what this lady brings to the table in comparisons to Caitlyn Clark. And she just addressed all the haters and she unleashed on it. But it's unfortunate that she has to go through that as a basketball player. And this gives her a chance to woo-sigh and breathe and come out and let people know the real. And I'm glad she addressed them allegations, because a lot of people, when I did shows about the death threats and things like that, people said I was capping. People said I was lying. Where's the proof? Well, Angel Reese just came out and said it herself, straight from the horse's mouth. And she said she don't have no problem with Caitlyn Clark. She gave Caitlyn Clark her praises. She said she's a phenomenal basketball player. And she said that Caitlyn Clark doesn't stand on that mess that her fans is doing either. But that's when Caitlyn Clark has to come out on her platform and let her fans know, hey, y'all got to chill with that. But that's how them Caitlyn Clark fans are. And that's why I always say, man, Caitlyn Clark fans make you dislike Caitlyn Clark. And it's unfortunate because it takes away from her basketball shine and all the great things that Caitlyn Clark is doing on the basketball court, because people are focusing on her crazy fans and her fan base on how they, treat Angel Reese as a person outside of basketball, the racial undertones, the bigotry, all the death threats with the family. So, man, I'm glad Angel Reese got a chance to drop this podcast, and I'm looking forward to more things that Angel Reese got to say on the podcast. So you guys let me know what y'all think down in the comment section about today's episode on Angel Reese on her Unapologetically podcast, dropping the truth bomb, truth serum, and putting these haters to bed and unleashing on them. And this is going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K Sapp. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces. And remember, on your way out the door, do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, man, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like, comment, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.